Hello, 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 and welcome back. My name is Sir Jaust, and today we're covering more Fortnite. That's right. Specifically, when the Fortnite dude, I don't know his name, he's everywhere. When he went to the Rooster Teeth folks, I think it's like called The No, and he had like a short little interview. Yeah, I'm going to be playing that right down here without any volume, but I'm going to basically describe the important parts of what they covered, because a lot of it was kind of BS. And like fluff and like, hey, this game's so cool, you should check it out. You should, because the game's great. But basically it starts off by saying, you know, the game is very multiplayer friendly, obviously. And I was wrong. In my last video, literally yesterday, I said that, you know, if you join a game, if you collect a weapon, you have the blueprint, right? Well, that's outdated. I'm talking like a year old, outdated. Apparently, the only way you can get blueprints is through like pinata or llama openings, I think, and then like reward boxes. That's the only way to get actual blueprints for yourself. But what you can do, like let's say you're level 50 fucking Night Elf Mohawk, you want to build your baller ass gun for your buddy who's like a pleb, like noob. Well, you could build it for him or her, give it to him, and then they play the whole level with that weapon as though they're your level. Right? So it gives them this boost, and it allows pretty much, I mean, if you're level 100 and your friend's level like 5, you guys can play together on semi-equal playing grounds. Like obviously the level 100 is going to have better abilities. By the way, there's a shit ton of abilities. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this. I'm just covering things that I'm learning. And I mean, I just started getting into this game about a week and a half ago. So literally everything is new to me. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't know everything. Right? And if you do, hey, drop it in the comments. You guys have been super helpful, like super duper helpful with all the other content, and I really do appreciate that. Just keep it up. And hey, if we can get like 10 likes on this video, oh my god, I will love you. All 10 of you. That's right. So, the guy, I'm just going to call him Paul. He's over there on the left, down at the bottom. So Paul, I know that's not his name. Don't correct me. He said there's basically two different types of game modes. Not game modes, but two different like gameplay loops is actually, quote, like what he said. So there are 4 different permanent bases, as in you go back, it's the same as you left it. You defend it from mobs just like you would out in the real world, but it's yours. It's a place where you literally can call your home. You build it up, and this is where he's like, this is where creativity comes out. This is where people are building like ships and monstrous castles, and I can imagine some unbelievable stuff is going to come out of those like 4 places that are basically permanent. He said the other gameplay loop, though, is obviously what everybody knows, what all the alphas got to test out, what all the sponsored videos were about. You go into a level, you get a mission, you build a base, you defend the base, and then you're done. Boom. Everything you just did basically lost, with the exception of like rare materials and XP and stuff like that. But for the most part, see, I heard somewhere else that you keep your loot, right? So if you have like 1,000 wood on you, you keep it when you leave. Anyway, the base you built, the base, like let's say you spent an hour building a really sick, nasty base. Once that level's over, you're done. The base is gone. I don't know exactly what you keep in your inventory once the game ends. I mean, I'll know on the 21st. You all will know on the 21st. But this is where I'm coming from now. So he also, Paul, also really, he stressed procedurally generated worlds, which really rubs me the wrong way. Because if you guys have been here from the start, and I don't know if some of you guys, if you're out there and you've been here from the start, I love you. Seriously. I created my YouTube channel in the hopes that No Man's Sky was going to be hot shit, and we all know how that turned out to be. It turned out to be a steaming pile of hot shit. It was horrible. But I made a couple videos on it. I was like, oh, it's so procedurally generated. And then I realized, I'm like, does that just mean different colors, same shit? So I'm kind of worried that that's what it's going to be here in Fortnite. However, with the RPG elements, I feel like my addictive personality will enjoy it a lot, even if it is monotonous, for lack of a better word. I don't know. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. You guys can, I mean, you could dick around. I know I'm going to be doing challenges galore. And actually, I'm going to explain towards the end exactly what I plan to do day one. Oh, yeah, so he was talking about procedurally generated worlds, how most of the maps are procedurally generated here and there. Like, there's, like, towns, and the puzzle pieces are supposed to know they're in towns. And then there's, like, forests. They're supposed to know they're in forests. Anyway, it's like a loose procedural generation. Things aren't supposed to be the same. You can play the same level over and over and over again, and you're not going to be like, oh, if you take a right and then a left and then a right, there's a chest here. That's not how it's going to be. It's going to be random. Or so he said. However, there are some levels and some game modes and stuff like that where it's not. It's set. Like, every single time you play, it's going to be the exact same way. He said that's kind of the minority, but it's still out there. I imagine just huge story missions and stuff like that. That kind of makes sense, though. Aha! Okay, so, enemies. I saw a video by another, like, semi-small YouTuber. He's got, like, almost 4,000 subscribers. Also, he's doing real well. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is. He just did a video on the enemies in Fortnite. I saw that and I was just like, interesting. I wonder where he got that information. Well, apparently it's in this frickin' video. So, I got my note paper right here. So you got your basic husks, and I'm going to try to throw pictures down. Yeah, basic husk. Then you got your huskies. Yeah, the big fat guys. They're kind of like the mini tanks. Yeah. And then you got the smashers. I imagine, without even throwing up the picture, you guys know what a smasher is? If not, yeah, there it is. Or I guess, yeah. Anywho, all of those three target your walls, right? And then you got three specific enemies that target you as a person. They're called mini-me's, takers, and lobbers, okay? So mini-me's are those like little midget guys. They're like the children of the forest. Takers are the flying things. And oh my god, in the alpha, takers used to be badass. They'd like literally stun lock you and kill you unless your team helped you. Now they just kind of float around and like do nothing. So I'm really sad that they changed that. I feel like they kind of nerfed the game too much to appeal to a younger, less intense crowd. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to like hate on the game for doing that because it might actually be really hard. We'll see. And then last but not least, for the person targeters are the lobbers. And what they do, they're just like, they sit in the back line and they literally throw people at you. They're like, yeah, take that. And they target you, and if they, if they throw like a basic husk, a husky, and smash, well, they can't throw a smasher, but they'll target your building. Anyway, I think it's a really cool dynamic that they have, things that will attack the base, and then things that'll attack you. There's obviously other monsters, like there's that thing with like the ray gun for a face, and then like the witch that's just like a siege minion, I guess, and then there's like elemental shit. It looks so sick, and I know there's like endless possibilities for them to include things. Since it's a PvE game, I'm sure they're going to include like holiday bosses and stuff like that. I'm just so excited for what is to come, but this is not a speculation video. This is a what happened in E3 video, so let's get on with the heroes. Basically, he just talked about basic shit with the heroes. Constructors build things. Soldiers do damage. Ninjas jump twice. Really, like, I literally just covered what he just said. But something that really stuck out for me, personally, is right now, there's 116 different combinations of those 4 classes. That's right. So all of, like, the 4 classes that you guys have seen, like the chunky lady, the ninja, all those folks. Those are like the 2 that come to mind for me. There are, 116. There's, I guess, 112 different ones that we have not seen, all with different perks and abilities. Because I'm sure you guys have seen it. If I'll throw a picture up, but basically, in the trailer, they just kind of like snapped through a bunch of different pictures real quick, and they all had different abilities under them. So I think that's really cool that, while you might get bored with this character, you can always just jump over to this one, and all of a sudden it's like a fresh new experience because you have different things. I don't know. I think it's going to keep me way entertained. Oh, okay. And then last but not least, as far as E3, they did like a little poll, and it looks like everybody wants to play the Ninja. Like 45% of the people who voted wanted to play the Ninja. Next was Constructor, and then the Soldier, and then the Outlander was last. So that means I'm going to play the Outlander. That's just how it's going to be. Because I feel like everybody's going to be like, new exclusive Ninja content. And that's kind of what I wanted, because right now there isn't a whole lot of Ninja content. By the way, I have this really awesome video of like the alpha, like somebody like 3 days ago played Ninja. It's all in Spanish, but I translated it all. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, hey, drop it in the comments below. Anywho, I'm going to play Outlander because they get special abilities when searching and finding items. And I feel like that'll be really beneficial. Because you just get kind of accustomed to the way the world works, how you move around. You could still build things. You just can't level them all up to level 3. And my advice would be to build and explore early on. Don't jump into the game and be like, we gotta beat it ASAP. That's not fun. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who want to beat it, do their 48-hour try to beat the game runs. That doesn't sound fun. I don't want to do that. I'm going to take my time with this game. I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to do it at like my leisurely pace. With that in mind, the first 24 hours are going to be a clusterfuck, and I'm probably never going to get off the game. We'll see. We shall see. I am giving away 2 codes to the game, 2 free codes, and what you guys by and large said is that you should just distribute the, XP boosts, to people. Right? They shouldn't go to the winners, the 2 winners, which I totally understand, because that can make, I think it's like something like 40 XP boost. I was thinking about maybe giving like 5 to each, runner up. Obviously, you have to own the game. I'm not going to just give you boosts that you just sit on. But anywho, we'll talk about that later. So the way you enter for this giveaway, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. And then on the 15th, on or around the 15th, I'm going to post a video, and it's going to have the Discord. And the Discord isn't meant to make me famous or anything like that. I just want a pool of people who know how I am, that I can play with. Because right now it's like I'll get on Reddit or something, and I'm like, LFG want to play Paragon, and they suck all the dicks. Whereas in this type of game, I don't care if you suck dicks. I want to play with people who want to play with me. So I feel like that Discord server would be an amazing way for me to not only like showcase, I guess, all of you in my videos, but also get to know you, like minus this, right? Me just talking into a screen and then commenting later. By the way, I appreciate everybody who comments. I read literally every single one and reply to almost every single one. Seriously, keep it up. I love you guys. But yeah, this video is getting unbelievably long, so I'm gonna end it right here. But yeah, that's basically. Oh yeah, the whole reason I'm doing this episode. There's a stream happening at 11:30 today. This video is going to be coming out a little bit earlier. I should have thrown this at the beginning. This may have been what I wanted to talk to you about. There's not an E3. It's a stream, a live Fortnite stream happening at 11:30 my time, MST, 1:30 Eastern time. And I have a lot of plans for that. Oh my God. So instead of like ripping video off of the internet, I'm going to be just recording it. I'm not going to live stream it or anything. They're live streaming it. Go over there, chill with them, ask your questions. And what I'm going to do is later today, I'm going to basically compress that entire live stream into kind of what I'm doing right now. So if you guys like this, if you enjoyed what I'm doing right now, hit that like button. Tell me what I could have done better in the comments below. I feel like I kind of covered this shit real well. As you can see, look at all those notes. I don't write notes. I care about this game. I care about you guys. I seriously, if you go back to any of my other content, I don't write notes. I don't do that. I don't script anything I do. I didn't really even script this, but that was probably really loud. I apologize. Yeah, with that, I am going to let this go because we are getting really long, and I wanted this to be like a 10-minute video, but it's never that way. So comments super appreciated. A like would be super appreciated. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? There's a free game in it for you. I'm gonna do Fortnite hardcore and guaranteed buddy once we're in the game. So thank you guys as always. I really appreciate you coming back and supporting my channel and supporting what I do and what I'm passionate about. And hey, until next time, toodaloo.